Murder Bugs, a Love Story. Written by Mark Coakley. Narrated by Mark Coakley. 1. Bugs were my business, bugs were my obsession, and now there's nothing left but bugs. Greg had spent most of the first 28 years of his life studying and earning a living from insects and other small creepy crawlies, because he found bugs beautiful. Just think of the big-eyed, fluffy cuteness of a jumping spider, he'd rave, or the way sunlight reflects from the metallic green shell of a jewel-winged damselfly, the elegant legs and glittering armor of a six-spotted tiger beetle, the swirling air dance of tiny midges on a summer evening, warm yellow flashes in the summer dark from fireflies seeking love. There are over 50 million species of insects, most still unknown to science, he would continue, and they are mind-bogglingly numerous. For every person in the world, there are over 15 billion individual insects. They are almost everywhere, in our homes, in the middle of oceans, in parched deserts, on tall mountains, in the Arctic and Antarctica, even at the bottoms of the deepest caves and mines. He had been obsessed with invertebrates since he was barely big enough to lift a rock or follow a fly around the house. As a little kid, he had daydreamed of shrinking to the size of a bug, or discovering giant bugs. Greg would imagine all kinds of adventures, like exploring in an ant nest, or riding on the back of a hornet. It had seemed silly to most adults back then, and they had assumed that he would soon grow out of it. But he never did, and never would. Bugs paid Greg's bills and inspired his soul. He had always thought it wrong to kill them without a good reason. That was why he didn't allow people to kill bugs in his house. As a landlord in West Hamilton, Ontario, renting out rooms in his house to McMaster University students, he required his tenants to sign a room rental lease that had one unusual term. They had to agree to not kill any insects or other invertebrates found in the property. If they encountered one, and were not willing to ignore it or remove it from the house alive themselves, they were contractually obliged to ask Greg to do the eviction. So every now and then, one of Greg's tenants would knock on his door with a removal request. This morning, after climbing the stairs from his basement apartment to open the door to the rest of his house, he saw that it was Julie. Standing in the ground floor hall, with their shared kitchen behind her, Julie smiled and said, simply, "There's a spider on my ceiling."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?